Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. So today, at some point, the Irish Taoiseach, Michael Martin, which is like, the Taoiseach is like the Prime Minister of Ireland, did an interview talking about the whole lockdown situation. And in this interview, he pretty much confirmed what the whole endgame is. And that's to get everyone with a health passport. And you would then have to use it to prove that you have had the jab to access pubs, games, events, and you can probably add healthcare into that as well. This is what he said.
Passports when we're all vaccinated, hopefully towards the end of the year. I mean, can you see a situation where you can't get on a plane without a vaccine passport, go into a restaurant, go to a match, get into a pub without showing that you've had the COVID vaccine?
Well, I think that's all, to be honest, to be worked out. And I think clearly people...
Could it happen?
It could. I think people having validation or having certification that you have had a vaccine will be important, just as we're now requiring people to have negative PCR tests before they arrive into the country. So yes, one could see that happening. But what I would say to you is by July, I think we'll have a substantial number of members of our population, citizens vaccinated. And I think the world will be a different place.
You know that when he says could and he looks awkward, you know that that really means yes. And I suppose, but he just doesn't want to say it. And I suppose it comes as no surprise. Yet still it's the speed of it. This has now gone from a conspiracy theory to fact in record time. Of course, these powers that be knew all about this all along, otherwise the UK government wouldn't have been funding biometric passport technology back in June last year, and Ireland have been trialling their health passport app since early last year. It's not a plan that's just been plucked out of the air. The World Economic Forum's Common Pass has been in the works for ages. And then yesterday, the Vaccination Credential Initiative, a coalition including Microsoft, surprise, surprise, Oracle and Mayo Clinic Group announced they are working together to create a health passport in the expectation that governments, airlines and other businesses will require proof that you have received a shot. It says they're working together in the expectation that governments will want this. An expectation is the belief that something will happen. That's bullshit. They know that's the plan. All this in the same week as a business, Pimlico Plumbers, said all of its employees will have to get the jab, and the HSB Bank threatening to cancel your bank account if you don't wear a mask in the store. Honestly, surely the most naive, mainstream media believing numpty in all of the world could surely see how this health passport, or call it a freedom passport, that's a more accurate term, how this is giving your freedom over to technology, a technology controlled by corporations that will then be able to leverage your freedom at any point to get you to do whatever it wants. Once again, this is all in your hands. If the public don't accept these measures, there's little they can do. But once you do accept it, it will be probably impossible to get out of. Let us know what you think in the comments. As always, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.